So today's video, as you can see, I am in my kitchen, and that is because I wanted to give you all an update on my kitchen video. You guys keep on asking for this. I actually wanted to wait for a whole year because I did that video. It was up in August, if I'm not mistaken, but I remember it was like at the end of July. So I wanted to wait, but every single day I get so many messages. So here it is. I want to say the number one question is, can the countertop get wet? And the answer is yes. This is adhesive vinyl paper. So yes, there's certain things that won't work. If you do that, it would destroy the paper, but water is not one of them. Let me show you like really quick. That is water right now all over the countertop, and you know the paper can get wet as many times as you want it to get wet. My sink is right here and water splashes all the time on it, constantly. So no, there's no problem. The paper could get wet. There's no issues. I haven't had any issues. You just wipe it down, get a tissue, that's it, and it'll be perfectly fine. Which brings me to my next question: how do you clean the countertop? And the answer is these wipes right here. I use these. I use one or two. Wipe everything down and then dry it with a tissue paper. I also use these right here, these sponges. I don't know what they're called. I'll look for them. I'll look on Google. But I get these from Walmart. They do have two sides. One is more rough and this one is the softer side. So that is what I use to wipe everything down. I never use this side at all. So brings me to another question that I get a lot. Can you cut on top of the vinyl? And the answer is no. No. Don't do that. Again, guys, this is vinyl paper. It's gonna cut through. It could get scratched. Therefore, what I use is a cutting board. I place a cutting board all the time on top of here, and then I do all my cutting. Another thing is, you cannot place anything hot. Hot in here is a no-no. And let me rephrase that. No, you cannot place any hot pot in here. No pots at all. You will have to use one of these. I got this at, what was it, IKEA. I put them down and then I put my pot. And the vinyl will have no effect at all. It will be perfectly fine. So just get you one of these, place it down, and put your pot. Don't place your pot in here hot. Can you place a hot plate, like while you're serving yourself some food, some dinner? Yeah, that'll be fine. There's no problem. I've had my, when I make my coffee, I've had my mugs in here, and there's no issues with that. The issue is with anything coming right out of the stove. Another thing is when it comes to scratching. Like I said, it could scratch. So therefore, if you are, let's say I learned this the hard way. In Christmas, I had an aluminum foil plate. So I was placing the food, you know, and putting everything in there, but it was on top of this and it did scratch the paper, which I'm going to show you guys, like I said, at the end of the video. Don't place any aluminum foil on top of this vinyl. It would definitely scratch it. I would suggest that you use one of these. This is a top liner vinyl that you can get at Dollar Tree. I will place somewhere around the screen how they look like. You will put that right on top of your countertop, and then you could place anything harsh and it won't do any damage to the paper. So that's what I did after Christmas. Like for my husband's birthday, we had some food. For my birthday, I did this because I knew that certain plates might scratch the vinyl. So I placed this right on top, and this is very helpful. So again, this is my advice. Get one of these. They're from the Dollar Tree. So again, remember, no sharp objects should be on top of your countertop. It will scratch the vinyl. I know I have my toaster and things like that, but this does not scratch at all. And what I did with my air fryer over there, I placed in the bottom of it like these little, I forgot what they're called, but they are basically for your chairs to make sure that it doesn't scratch your floors. I got them at Dollar Tree. They have like different sizes, so I took the real small ones and I placed them under that, just in case. Where my dishes go, I have like a mat right under, so I really do make sure that I protect the vinyl as much as I can. You have to really take care of this. I have no problems with that. I do my best as much as I can. Like I'm going to show you at the end of the video, there is some scratches. This is nothing that you're going to see like from over there, from my kitchen. As soon as you come in, you're like, oh my God, those scratches. No, it's small ones here and there, but I can see them obviously because I'm up close and I can see that there's scratches on the countertop, but nothing major. When it comes to the cabinets, a lot of you keep on telling me that why didn't I paint them? Because this is a rental, so the day I leave, I have to leave this place just the way they gave me, you know, the townhouse. So I can't paint them. I did ask and it was said no to me, so I can't do nothing about that. Now this I could do, because the day I move, I'm going to remove all the vinyl paper. A lot of you keep on telling me that there's going to be a lot of glue residue when I remove this vinyl. Now, like I mentioned before, I did this in my last apartment that I had in New York. I didn't do the cabinets. I did a backsplash and I did the countertop, because I mean, this townhouse to me is very pretty. It's just some certain things that I would like for it to look, you know, more in the nicer side. But my old apartment was no. Like that kitchen, everything was fine. Like it wasn't old, but the countertop was green. The cabinets were the same or a little darker than this yellow, if you've seen my video. The wall had like some, I don't even remember. The point is that everything was not matching. So I tried, even though I was going to be there for a year, to make sure that everything could match and look put together, you know, a little bit. So I did try this before. I've done it. And when I removed everything, there was no problems. I got my deposit back and everything was a-okay. The day I move, I am definitely going to take everything off and show in a video. I can tell you right now that there's not going to be some sections that there might be some glue. Again, this is just adhesive paper. Vinyl adhesive paper, that's what it's called. There's so many things that you could use to remove if there is some glue residue. If you don't do any DIYs, trust me, I do. I do cups, I do certain things that I am messing constantly with glue. And trust me, there's plenty of things out there. I know some of you said that you've done it before. I don't know with what paper or what type of paper, but you had a lot of you know, residue, and you were trying to clean it with soap and water. Soap and water is not going to cut it. Not going to cut it. It's still going to stay just like that. I don't know if you own a Cricut, but you know how they have those mats and they have adhesive? You can wash it with soap and water. And once it dries, it's like a brand new mat. You have to purchase certain things to remove glue, if that is going to be the case. Again, I don't know until I remove everything, and like I said, I will film that for you guys. The cabinets also don't have knobs. I know, guys, it would be beautiful for them to have knobs. They would look even 10 times better if they did, but I didn't want to spend even more money on trying to put knobs. They don't have holes. These don't have any holes on them. If it did, I would have definitely placed some knobs, but they don't, so I would have to like glue it against the paper, and I don't know how, if it would stay, and I don't want to test it, so I didn't do that. I have no problems in opening the doors, so, and the drawers, so I don't have to buy knobs. Another thing is the piece of paper that I used on the doors, because again, if you've seen this video, my doors have like a frame. A lot of you kept on saying use a blow dryer and, you know, place it around the vinyl and then it could just mold in and shape it all up. And listen, that is a mission. I tried to do that. It was just too much. I was already getting stressed out. I said, no, this is not the way for me. I gotta find some different way to make it, you know, a little easier. So what I thought of was, you guys seen cabinets. They're like this. They're completely flat. They have no shape. They don't have any molding. They don't have nothing. So it's completely flat. So I figured if I just get a piece of paper, it will make it easy for me to just place the vinyl. And it did. The paper that I used is this one right here, because you guys keep on asking me this. This is the paper that I got at Dollar Tree. This is the way it looks like. And one side is matte and the other one is shiny. If you're going to do this, use the shiny side to place on top of the cabinet. The reason why is because if you use the matte and you mess up and you're trying to peel the vinyl paper, it would just completely take the whole, you know, matte side, rip it off. It is a mess. For some reason on the shiny side, when I placed it and here and there I saw a bubble that I did not like, I just pulled it gently and then it just came off with no problem, and then I placed it again. So these right here you can get at Dollar Tree in the craft section. You can also get these at Walmart. You can get it at any crafting store, Michael's, but I have a Dollar Tree right up the block, so that is where I went. Also, the way I clean the cabinets is the same way that I clean my countertop. I believe that is all you guys really ask. Like I said, mainly the questions are always on the countertop and not the cabinets. The cabinets is like the second one that I usually get. The least one that I get is the backsplash, but I've gotten a couple of questions that I want to answer. Right here in this section is obviously, as you can see, my stove. Here's where I cook. I have no issues with any type of cooking going anywhere. If it falls a little bit on the countertop, on the paper, it has done no damage. And when it comes to the back, I don't know. I feel like a lot of you think that the paper is going to melt, that the paper is going to lift, and it has done none of that. I feel like the glue is just good enough to just stay, and that's it. Now, if you place this paper on the wall and your wall already has oil, I make sure that I clean these walls. I make sure that after I paint the wall, because if you place this vinyl paper on top of anything oily, it will not stick. It's not going to stick at all. So if your walls are dirty for whatever reason, if you have oily walls, you have anything on your walls, it won't stick. But if it doesn't, it sticks perfectly fine. And when it's time to remove it, it will come off perfectly fine. Also, when I am cooking, this hood turns on. As you can see, it has the fan. We have the little light over here. When I am cooking, this is what I turn on. But some people think that because, you know, this area right here gets really hot, obviously it's the stove, that the paper is just going to be, you know, easily peeled off, or it won't be strong enough just to hold. But that is not the case. Mine is in perfect condition, absolutely perfect condition. I think that this is the best one that looks, in my opinion, in my kitchen. There is nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with the Backsplash. I want to say the last question for me would be that I also get a lot is my decor. The decor that is right above me, The letters Yum. The letters are from Joanne. This is a DIY that I did. The letters are from Joanne. The cutting boards are from Dollar Tree. They come in white and they come in red. I don't remember what color I got, but I spray paint them in black. And then the little thread that you see around the cutting board is also from Dollar Tree. This picture right up here that says good food, good friends, good times, I got that from Hobby Lobby. And then the two right over there, the two picture frames, those are actually from Dollar Tree. The only thing that I did was paint the frames. The frames were a different color that I did not like. It just did not go. Actually, hold on. Okay, I'm back. So, this is how the frames looked originally. And I just paint them in black. This one right here is also from the Dollar Tree. This section right here, I thought of it like right at the last minute when I finished the kitchen. I was like, it needs something up there. So that's what I did, and everybody loved it. Thank you so much. I love it too. And the best part, it was really, really affordable. Alright guys, so I believe those are the questions that I get asked on the daily. So now let me give you guys a close-up on my kitchen. Okay, so I have a ring light right over here because I want you guys to be able to see clearly everything. Because even though it's daytime, we had a little bit of an accident with the window. So there's something there covering up the window that doesn't bring as much sunlight to the kitchen. So I'm just trying my best right over here to show you guys with my ring light. This section right here is the way it looks. Let me see, let me bring it a little closer. I don't know if you guys could see that right there. I don't know if you guys could see that right there. The camera keeps on going in and out of focus. Let me switch to my phone. All right, I think this is way better. So as you can see, there's some scratches right there. So this right here is the way it looks like. Right here, you see it's cut. I make sure it stays focused. There you go. Focus, focus, focus. There's a little area right here, but this is like lifted. I don't know what that is. This right here, I end up cutting a little bit too close to it, but you see how this one came out perfect on like this one right here. I cut it wrong, but it's whatever. You can actually put like black caulk around here if you guys have that issue. I was supposed to do it and I still haven't done it. This right here is my, I don't want it to stop. Focus. This is hard. Okay, so focusing on the backsplash. Okay, right here, you guys, is where I said, you see this right here? You see this? This is what happened with the aluminum foil. See? But when you're standing right here, you don't see anything. It's from here. Like, you gotta be this close. This close. This is the only damage that I see. Like, on my kitchen, that is it. That was the damage. There's nothing else. See, like one right there. But that's about it. Now, this is the section that is right on my stove. Perfectly fine. What isn't fine is my wall. It's constantly getting hit with the pots and everything. But This is also the cabinets. That is up close. There you go. And that is how everything looks. And that completes our video. I hope you all enjoyed and it was helpful. Let me know down in the comments if I did not answer your question so I can answer that for you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all on my next video. Bye guys.